far as Nevada is concerned, a true hero with us, who's going to be given the key to the city. Major Anthony Jones is a Las Vegan. You've lived here, I believe, since 1986, so he's a real Las Vegan. And he was in the United States and is in the United States Air Force Reserve. And this is so very special. I have to make reference to this because I want to make it very clear as to the acts of heroism. They gave me a brief précis of the heroic acts that the Major engaged in, but it doesn't do it justice, so I'm going to perhaps make it a little longer than I usually would, but that's because of its import. He has received, because of his distinguished service and selfless contributions to Operation Iraqi Freedom, the Purple Heart, one of our nation's oldest medals, and he got this on May the 5th of 2008 at Nellis Air Force Base. The Major volunteered for his tour and was assigned as the director, Army Personnel Recovery Coordination Cell, Iraqi Theater of Operations. He was injured twice during his tour of duty. The first time was on September the 11th, 2007, I say it in the civilian way, from a mortar attack when he received a concussion. And the second injury was October 25th, 2007, which was a rocket attack where he sustained a second concussion and shrapnel wounds to his back and his arm. And both incidents were the result of indirect enemy fire by insurgents against his base, Camp Victory in Baghdad, Iraq. Specifically, on the evening of October 10th, 2007, at the camp was hit by a barrage of 107-millimeter rockets. Major Jones heard an explosion outside his quarters and grabbed his emergency medical bag and ran toward the location of the impact. Upon arrival, he discovered a truck and its occupants had taken a direct hit. The truck was leaking fuel, so without delay, he directed and assisted with the extraction of the two individuals who were trapped inside. Once removed to a safe distance, he assessed their wounds and began life-saving treatment. Major Jones was able to immediately triage the multiple injuries the two soldiers sustained while directing and providing care until medical transportation arrived and expedited the injured soldiers to the medical treatment facility. And for this valiant act, Major Jones was awarded the Joint Service Commendation Medal. On the morning of October 25th, 2007, at the same Camp Victory in Baghdad, Major Jones was entering a trailer when he heard an explosion, the beginning of another barrage of 107-millimeter rocket attacks, and Major Jones instinctively dove to the ground but was caught midair as a 107-millimeter rocket hit 15 feet to his right, thrusting him against a concrete barrier. After regaining consciousness, he entered the destroyed trailer to search and retrieve any occupants. After clearing the trailer of all personnel, his wounds were discovered and he was medevaced by helicopter to the 28th Combat Support Hospital in the Green Zone. And after a closer medical evaluation, it was discovered that he had suffered another concussion along with the shrapnel wounds to his back and his arm. And for this selfless act, Major Jones received the Purple Heart Medal and the Army Combat Action Badge. We're privileged to have his parents with us today. They are joining us, and I can't imagine how proud you are of your son, how happy you must be that he's home and he's safe. But we as a community are indebted to him because he's a special person. He's a hero. Sometimes we use that phrase too loosely, but truly when you put yourself in harm's way under those circumstances, there's no other way to describe the acts other than a hero. So because of that and the fact that he's so very, very special, I'd like to give you the key to the city. I joke about it under certain circumstances, but this is I couldn't say this more seriously than I'm saying it. This represents the heart and soul of this community. And when you see the key, I want you to remember that we value you, we value your service, you're appreciated, you're special, and that's what this represents. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And I'm sure you could say things much more eloquently than myself, but you're really quite the fellow.
I just want to thank everybody. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it very much. And I just want to acknowledge that Memorial Day is about remembering those veterans who have not come home, who have given the ultimate sacrifice for their country and service to their country. I accept this on their behalf, and I thank you, sir, for your time and for the
Well, no, thank you for what you've done to make the world a better place.